not coming to get them. You took me to court. You damn near made me lose my.
My. When the tables turn, now they want you to come get the kids. Nope. Absolutely not.
Normalize dropping these kids for their dad. Normalize them having the full custody of their children. It is their children as well. Leave those children for those men. Leave it or leave them. Leave those children for the father. Let them handle the whole problem, the whole taking care of the kids. You go out, pay full custody, work, enjoy yourself, go and study, do anything you want to do, go for vacation, enjoy yourself, be free. Because the kind of pressure society puts on mothers when it comes to divorce, they tell you that you must take your children. In fact, they want to blackmail you emotionally and tell you, oh, you cannot leave this marriage because you have to take three children or four children away. It's not easy for you. Just stay. Do you know you can leave those children for the fathers and nothing's going to happen? Do you know that? Nothing's going to happen. Anyways, you guys, this particular conversation we're having in today's video, this man called his baby mama after he fought for full custody of his children. He won. And now he's calling his baby mama that is on vacation and telling her that, what do you mean you won't come and help me? I need help right now. Let's watch this video together. Then we'll come back and discuss.
In that case, no, I'm not coming to get them. You took me to court. You damn near made me lose my.
My. When the tables turn, now they want you to come get the kids. Nope. Absolutely not.
Bro, do you hear yourself though? You not gonna come get them?
Okay, first of all, where are my kids at?
They in the house. Why do it matter what they have? You not come get them?
In that case, no, I'm not coming to get them. You took me to court. You damn near made me lose my job. You took these kids out of state. You think I know?
So I'm gonna address this one time and one time only. As you can see, I'm a peaceful girly. I'm sitting outside in the sun, feet in the grass, having a great day. So I know y'all seen that video of my baby daddy on the phone damn near in tears because I wouldn't go and get the kids. Mind you, he knew that I was going on my trip because my kids have been speaking about me and my kids have been speaking about this trip. I talk to my kids every day. I know where my kids are all the time. I talk to them plenty. So granted, he did go to court. He did take me to court. He made this whole big ass thing, and I feel like it was because he was mad that I was cool. I was moving on. I told him that this shit wasn't working. I was moving on. Mind y'all, we have big kids. Our kids are 8, 11, and 17. I've had them all this time. I allow you to go out and do whatever it is that you need to do to be a good father. I don't interfere with any of y'all relationships. I don't talk bad about you. I do need help because it's 3 kids. I'm full-time in school, full-time working. You decided to move to Georgia. I didn't tell you to move to Georgia. You decided to move to Georgia. So once you did win custody, once you went into court telling all the lies and shit, and you moved the kids to Georgia, I ain't saying it ain't no longer my responsibility, but damn, I can only do so much from where I'm at. I'm in Cincinnati. You want me to stop and drop everything that I'm doing when they're not in danger, they're not in trouble? Just like when you moved and I had to get a babysitter and I had to put them in daycare and I had to put them in summer camp. You need to do the same shit. It's that simple. Work don't stop for me, school don't stop for me, and work don't stop for you. Handle your business. You wanted them so bad, like I said, have them. Stand on it. I will help when it's my turn. I don't mind my child support is paid. I ain't behind the child support or none of that shit. But what you're not going to do is try to sit up here and act like I don't help you with them kids, because I definitely do. I do my part. I'm just not overstepping. So whatever that looks like to you, you wanted custody so bad, you wanted child support so bad, you wanted to be this full-time dad who can do everything, do it. Let me be the weekend parent. Finally, I've been a mom since I was 16. Have it. Have it. And no, I do not feel bad. Y'all can't make me feel bad. My kids know me. They love me. We talk every day. If they need something, they can pick up the phone and call me anytime they please. But that is really delusional. And I'm going to leave that right there.
Come and get them.
But where I was gonna take? I live in Georgia. Where I was gonna take them, bro? And did you lose your job? You ain't lose your job, right? You
That's what you wanted. You wanted them so bad. Have them. That's what you wanted. Now you got it.
right. Listen. Oh my God! But when you had custody, bro, I was still there helping. I was still helping when you had custody. Can you come? I gotta work. Can you come get them?
No, I cannot. I'm on my way to Cabo.
Bro, all you listen, all you wanna do is argue, bro. That's why I went to court in the first place. It's cool. Bye, man. I can't do it, bro. Oh my God. Unfit mom is that's why I took the kids in the first place.
No, I'm not coming to get them. You took me to court. You damn near made me lose my job. You took these kids out of state. You think I know?
Favorite part about that video was the comments. If she's so unfit, why would you want her to come get them? He sounds like he didn't want custody. He wanted control. Exactly. Sounds like taking the kids was a power move that didn't work out. Oh, he took them out of state and expects her to come get them because he has to work? Girl, enjoy Cabo. He probably knew she was going to Cabo and is trying to stop the trip. Stop lying. You took her to court, didn't want to pay her that little child support that you swore she was gold digging for. Now you got all your money and your kids. Enjoy Cabo, mama. Aren't y'all the self-proclaimed leaders and better parents? Take it to the chin like a man and get off the internet looking for attention and a way to tear down the women you chose to put your seed in. You're not a victim. I mean, women take care of the kids, dads cancel, and mom has to figure it out. Congratulations on being a single mom now. Should have chose better. There were signs. And the fact that this comment came from a man? Nah, he took him because he wanted to break her spirit and she on her way to Cabo. This guy took her to court, fought for full custody, claimed she was unfit, and got full custody. Now he wants her to come and get the kids? She's so unfit. Why on earth would you want her to be around the kids? It sounds like you took her to court, told a bunch of lies about her to get full custody, got full custody, and now you expect her to still come and get the kids? She doesn't have to now. You're the custodial parent. They're your responsibility. You need childcare, you need to figure it out on your own. She's free to go live it up in Cabo if she wants. And it's definitely giving I'm bitter and just want to ruin her trip.
Yeah.
In that case, no, I'm not coming to get them. You took me to court. You damn near made me lose my.
My. When the tables turn, now they want you to come get the kids. Nope. Absolutely not. You wanted them bad, now you keep them.
You took me to court. You damn near made me lose my job. You took these kids out of state.
My brother in Christ. You called your baby mother. Recorded yourself on the phone with her. I'm feeling like she pretty much says what's on her mind and that her mouth is reckless. And this is something that you should know if you have children, not a child, but children. Because she said, where my kids at? She got a reckless mouth and you know it. You sat there and listened to that. Watch the video back. It was like, yeah, people gonna side with me. So now I'm convinced this is like, I guess your version of rage bait because you just want engagement on your page. You want people to come look at you. Mm-hmm. It's giving nothing. It's not giving anything because, ma'am, go enjoy Cabo.
I gotta work. Can you come get them?
No, I cannot. I'm on my way to Cabo.
All I hear is, you knew you had to work, you have your kids and they need childcare, but you chose to call their mom, who clearly already has plans and is on the way to said plans, to argue about why I guess she's supposed to cancel her plans because you didn't make arrangements for work. You need to set up childcare for your children. Moms always have to figure it out, regardless of school being canceled, kids getting sick. We have to make arrangements. We have to make everything that goes on in our lives fit around our kids. Mm-hmm. And this is what happens when you have full custody and not just your kids on the weekend. And it's crazy that you have an attitude about her not canceling her plans because you failed to make plans for your children. I hope she enjoys her trip.
Come get them.
I'm not coming to get them. You took me to court. You damn near made me lose my job.
You ain't lose your job, right?
That's what you wanted. You wanted them so bad. Have them. That's what you wanted. Now you got it.
Right.
The demographics are in their mess around and find out era, and it's all thanks to them listening to podcasts and the manosphere. See, those sources had those men convinced that their baby mama was using their money to go on trips to Miami and Mexico. She was taking their little $50 child support and running up a big tab at Louis Vuitton and Chanel. And they kept saying, if she can't afford to raise your child without child support, you get the baby. You raise the baby by yourself. If she won't cooperate with you, you get full custody. And by cooperate, they meant if she's not spreading her legs anytime you come to the house, torture her by getting custody. I swear, every jailhouse lawyer now wants to give advice on the internet. I know they like to come over here and spy, so listen to someone who has legal experience that didn't come from being a defendant. I know custody is a big word for Elmo, okay? Let me tell you what it's not. Custody is not some kind of long-term visitation. It's not a game you play to leverage control. He took her to court for custody of their children, not more visitation. They are now his. She is under no obligation to come and do anything. See what it says? I got custody of my kids, and now she doesn't want to help me. But this has also proved another important point, which is when the ex-wives say, oh, divorce court and family court is a woman's world, and women just want to rake men over the coat. They're lying. Because 90% of the time, when men ask for custody or when they even ask for greater visitation, they get it. Whatever they ask for, they will receive. The men who have absolutely no visitation or whatever with their children, it's because they chose to abandon them. It's because they didn't ask for anything.
Yeah.
From what we can glean here, it seems like this man went for primary or full custody. So even though I'm sure the children's mother has some kind of visitation, he is now their primary guardian. He is the principal parent, and he is responsible for their day-to-day needs. Back to my ladies, an ounce of prevention is worth a pound of cure. Do not birth anything. But if you already have, and the guy in your life is trying to run this game, whether it be your ex-husband or baby daddy or whatever, let him have it. If he filed for full custody, I wouldn't even contest it. Give him the children. It's the easiest way to get things back on your terms.
Yeah.
Once he has them for a while, he is going to be willing to do whatever you say, whenever you say to do it. He'll be glad to pay all the child support he's supposed to pay, even extra, to make sure he's not the one stuck with the task of daily parenting. Men always think dealing with the kids is so easy because they have mommy bang maid there doing all the actual labor. He has you setting up the kids' bags and packing their lunches, running interference at the school. When you stop doing that and he has to do the real work of being a parent, he's not going to be interested. And the best part of this move is there is no counterattack. You could tell the man in advance, I'm only giving you these kids so you will break down and give up, and it's still going to work. Because they don't know half, they don't know a quarter, probably not even 10% of what goes into raising children.
Yeah.
And they're convinced they can do it all by themselves. And yeah, most of them have women in the wings waiting who they can shuffle the work off onto. His mom or his new girlfriend, his sister, some silly, credulous fool he can triangulate with you. In that case, it might take a little longer, but because he took the kids, not because he wanted them, but because he wanted to control you, he's still going to have to devote a great deal of his time to stalking your pages, trying to find out where you are, what you're doing, how you're living your life. He's going to be complaining about you to the new woman, his mom, his sister, his new girlfriend. And they're going to say, wait a minute, you claim she was an evil harpy who was keeping you away from your kids. Well, you have the kids now. Why are you still complaining? Why are you still in her business? How come you have time to stalk her IG and figure out where she's going and what she's doing, but no time to bathe your kids, no time to check their homework? What's going on here? If you give him enough rope, he'll take care of himself. I promise you that. And in the meantime, you're getting a vacation, so enjoy. And it's also good insurance in the future. Some of these people have been talking about this dumbass trend. Oh, go ask your dad what happened. The court papers, if your child wants to do that in the future, will reflect. At one point, he had full custody, and he gave it up voluntarily. You weren't keeping the kids from him. They were over there with him, and he couldn't keep hold of them for whatever it'll say, a month, 2 months, 6 at the most. But I doubt he'll make it that long. Free game for you. When I was working in the legal system, very few women were brave enough to employ this measure because you have to be strong. You have to be resolute. No matter
true.
how much the kids whine, no matter how much he says that they're crying for you or whatever, you cannot go back until it's on your terms.
Yeah.
You cannot settle for anything less than full custody. Because once he's had a taste of being the primary parent, he's going to want to offer you 50-50, which seems like a good deal, but it's really not. Because if you break that soon, what he's learned is he can dump the kids on you at will. You're going to come running whenever they're uncomfortable. And so, though it may be 50-50 on paper, you are going to end up doing the lion's share, perhaps 90% of the work, while he breezes in and out, and you're going to be no better off than you were before. You're actually going to be worse off.
Sure.
Because he knows he can always hold that threat over your head and you're going to crumble. When things don't go his way or you want to see to his schedule, he'll say, I'll just get full custody. Whatever the arrangement you come to, you have to be the one forwarding it. You have to be the one setting the terms. That's it. Like and follow for more.
You want full custody. You have the full custody and you're still complaining. You're calling your baby mama, would you come and help me? When you had the full custody, I was helping. How were you helping? I feel like more women should just keep doing this because most of the time when there's divorce in a marriage and the woman has to take all the children, the men feel like they are doing you a favor. In fact, some of them want to do as if they want to fight for the full custody, or some of them will be like, I'm paying child support. And the thing is, the money they're even paying for child support is very small. It's not even okay for one child. And some of them might even have like three or four child with this woman. And because they are paying child support, they expect that they can control you. In fact, they usually think that the child support money that they are paying you, you have extra change, you are using it for your extra service. In fact, they feel like you are using that money to flex and enjoy yourself. In fact, when they see you out hanging out and enjoying yourself, they'll be like, oh, it's because of the child support money that I'm paying you. That's why you're using to enjoy yourself. In fact, they feel like they are doing you a favor if they're paying you child support. So I actually feel like more women should just do this. Let those men have the full custody of their children. They are also their children, right? One way these men want to control their baby mamas is by fighting for the full custody of the children. So they know how mothers are very caring, they care about their children. They know that motherly instinct. They know that women do not want to leave their children. They know that if you have given birth and you have kids, you always want to look back at your kids. In fact, society have actually blackmail women and actually give that women emotional blackmail so that because of your children, they'll tell you, do this because of your children, because of your children, because of your children. Men know these things. They know that you cannot play with your children, right? So when you see your man fighting for full custody, he's doing that thinking that he can control you. Probably you will be miserable because you're not with the children. They're actually not doing it because they actually want the full custody of the children because they love the children so much and they have time to take care of the children. They are doing it because they want to control you. They want to, put you in a tight corner and make you always want to come to them all the time. So I feel like that is what this man is trying to do. And now that she's enjoying herself in a vacation, having fun, and she's not even, bothered about the kids, it's like, what do you mean? You're not gonna come and help me? What do you mean? Come back, come and help me. Because that's what he's expecting. It's not because he can handle those children by himself. He cannot handle those children by himself, right? He's doing that so that he can always control her and tell her that, okay, come now. Or in fact, she'll be the one calling and be like, I want to see these children, I want to talk to them, I want to listen. That is what he wants. And because he's not getting it, that is why he had to pick up his phone, record while he was having conversation with his baby mama, and posted it online for us to support him. Can you just imagine that? I know some women will be like, this is very heartless of you as a woman. You're not supposed to leave your children because these are the blackmail that they kind of tell women, mothers. They tell you cannot leave your children. Why should you leave your children? You're a bad mom. Why will you not think about your children? These are the children that you carried for 9 months or 10 months. These are the children that you birthed by yourself. You sucked your breast and all of that. They kind of want to blackmail you as a mother and tell you, why would you leave your children and go out and enjoy yourself? Doesn't make sense. I just feel like the pressure that society puts on mothers should just reduce already because it doesn't make sense. If the man wants to fight for the full custody and he won, let him have those children. Mind you, she already had that custody with those three children already, and she was doing well. We'd not see her post online and crying and be like, "Oh, you did not support me." Da, 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 da. Now she's one paying child support. She's gonna pay child support. You have full custody and enjoy your children since you want to be with your children. And these kids are even grown. They're not even toddlers that is going to be changing diapers or monitoring how they, these are grown children that can talk and walk and do their things by themselves. So why is he complaining? What help does he need? This is just him crying like a baby. This is just a man child that cannot take care of children. And I feel like what he actually expects from him having full custody of their children was not exactly what he got. Anyway, you guys, let me know your thoughts about this conversation down in the comment section. Respectfully, as always, your girl Mariah Davis, and thank you all so much for tuning in. I hope you enjoyed this one. Please like, share, and subscribe, and I'll see you in my next one. Bye.